back.
Can I
I'll
scoot
help
back?
you, yeah.
Ah,
It's on the side as well, but it's easy if I just help you.
So, finally, first time.
Your first time?
Well, I've been here for a bunch of races,
Oh, cool.
and I've driven on the computer, but I finally.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of a sketchy lap at the moment because it's
It was
patchy,
like-
wet and dry, you know. I prefer it to just stay full wet, or of course full dry.
And
but patchy, wet
actually,
and dry. is-
my main interest was also not the speed, but to see the track, where
Yeah.
it's where you can go curbs and where not.
No, we don't use the curbs in the track.
No, but
there's
I
only a
mean-
handful of curbs that you can use on the track anyway.
Especially with the wet.
Well, the wet's not the issue. It's just they're so high.
Some are like.
Some are really high. Damage your car if you go over it.
Some you hit and you just go on now.
So, Antoniusbrug, Bilstone Bridge, and now we're coming down into Tiergarten. That brings us up into Hohenrhein. Normally we want to break offline a little bit here,
Yeah.
it's not too bad. So in the wet you don't go to the normal racing line, you stay off it because if it's wet, it's like ice.
On the racing line.
Yeah, on the normal line, it's so slippery because of all the tarmac that's all the rubber that's laid into the tarmac.
It's going.
Yeah, because this track is so busy, you know, there's always cars on the track. So down into Sabine Schmitz Curve, Queen of the Ring,
Yes. Absolutely.
and now we go down to Hatzenbach-Borgen. Here we had a little bit of mud on the circuit as well, so we're just taking a little. See here.
Yeah.
I think somebody went off. Alright, so now we're coming down into Hatzenbach. Hatzenbach is starting to dry out. So this whole section is Hatzenbach. And we can go in. This is all wet just now. So here's a little wet. You want to be careful on the line in the wet, it's super slippery. So all of this Hatzenbach. And now we come to Hocheichen. But Hocheichen should probably still be wet. Yeah. So we're going to slide a little here. It's actually starting to grip. So now we're going to go Kudelbacher Hoor, and we are heading towards Flugplatz. So is it dry? That looks dry enough, we'll go in. This was wet in the previous lap. So now we are going to head around to Swedenkreuz. See it in the distance there, Sweden.
Now I know why I miss this all the time. Because it's fun.
Yeah.
Always camera over there.
So Swedenkreuz is
This one I'm afraid of.
Swedenkreuz is one of the quicker corners on the
Yeah.
circuit. Starting to dry out, still a little wet.
Yeah.
And down into Orenburg.
But that's also a bump.
Yeah, crest in the corner, yeah. Which is why you have to pick your speed before the corner and be on the gas in the corner. Because if you go into the corner fast and then you want to lift, the tail will come around on you. So now we're going to go down Foxhole. Yeah, nice little compression at the bottom of Foxhole. So we stay offline a little bit through here. And up to the top, up toward Adenauer Force now. Very slippery up here in the wet though. So again we have to go offline everywhere. You can feel there she goes. I think Adenauer Force is starting to dry out a little bit. No, it's still wet on the line. You can see. There she goes.
Nice place. Yeah.
And then of course you cross back to the dry, that's why it goes from slip to grip.
Yep.
Alright, so now we're heading up towards Metzgersfeld. Metzgersfeld is 2 corners. Yeah. And it was wet on the previous lap. That looks not ideal. Not fully dry yet. Yeah. Yeah, if you can even so much as see a tyre line, like a shiny line, left behind, then you don't use the line. Yeah, still a little slippery. Down into Kellenhardt. Kellenhardt's still too wet, so we go outside. You can see the shiny tyre marks.
Yep.
Alright, so now we come to Spiegelkurve, which is our little left-right. This one's hard. You see, I don't go to the apex for the first one. Second one you can get away with. So, miss, hit, miss. Gets its name how you normally drive the corner. Miss the first curve, apex the second, miss the third. In the wet you go miss, miss, miss. Just stay to the outside. Brings us down to the slowest corner on the whole circuit now. This is Versifen. And this is starting to dry out enough. Now we're going to head down into Brightside. right side is still too wet to run the line. And here comes the rain, so we go offline. Be surprised how slippery that apex actually is. It's crazy, yeah. So, lowest point on the track. This is starting to dry out. I'm just a little off the apex because it's still a bit too wet. So, ex-Müller, we're now climbing again. And we're heading to Lauder Links. Yeah, Lauder Links is where Nicky Lauder had his big crash.
Yep.
So that all happened, yeah.
And this was so important.
Yeah. And down into Bergwerk. Yeah, Bergwerk in the wet. You just take it nice and easy, go to the outside. What I do here is I cross to the inside, cross the dry line as straight as you can, and you can put power down on the inside. Because the dry line goes to the outside, so it's slippy.
So get it straight.
Come on, dude.
Espanol.
Alright, so now we're going Kesselchen, then Klostertal. All of this we started to climb to the carousel. So Mutkurve, it means courage corner.
Yeah.
It gets this name because when you approach the corner, it looks a bit tighter than what it actually is.
Yeah.
So it takes people a while to figure out how fast they can go through there.
This one picks me off. The second one after it. That's
So down into Staalstrekker, also very slippery in the wet. Starting to dry out. If we go in a little early, we can play a little bit. Oh no, no, it's
drying up.
Drying up, yeah.
Carousel.
So of course, carousel, yeah. And in we go. Bumpy, yeah?
That's a lot tougher than it looks.
Yeah.
On screen.
Alright, so now we are heading up towards Boeracht, which is one of the higher points on the circuit.
Oh, wet and dry.
Yeah, wet and dry, that's it. So this is actually starting to dry out. Still too shiny on the inside to actually do something about it. So here we are, Boeracht. And now we're going to start to head down into Wupperman. Yes, rain, please, rain more. I like it if it's just wet, you know, but this patchy stuff,
Half pain. It's not good. It's either dry or wet.
You see, now I can't go past him on the inside because you have to come to the outside so you can pass the dry line as straight as possible here. If you turn in on that dry line and you make that left-hand bend, you slide. Alright, so last part of Wupperman was starting to dry out, now it's going to get wet again.
Yep.
So down into Esbach, which is our double left-hander before Brunchen. Brunchen, of course, the most popular viewing area here. And someone's hacked. How that got there, I don't know. Yeah.
The YouTube corner.
YouTube corner, that's it. This is actually starting to dry out, so we can go in a little bit. It was starting to dry out. So
everybody crashed there.
this is because they're showing off for the camera.
Yeah.
So this corner is called Ice Curve. It got this name because it was so slippery in the wet.
Yeah.
But they've retarded last winter.
This whole thing.
Yeah, and now you can use the normal line here.
So how's the jump here? It's almost
The jump has
down.
been flattened out a little bit, which is a bit sad.
Oh, yeah.
So coming up to the last part of Flansgarten. Down into Bellof Esses.
Local guy is sleeping.
Yeah. And up towards Schwalbenschwanz. This is starting to dry out now, so we can use the line again. Up to Kleiner's Carousel, a little bit wet on the inside here, but we should be okay. We normally don't go all the way to the bottom if it's wet still, stay on the white stuff. And now we're heading up to Geldenkopf, which is our last corner.
It's changing
Yeah, and
directions.
Geldenkopf has started to dry out, so not too bad. And finished.
That was way too fast.
You enjoyed it though?
Awesome.